What's going on, guys? It's Cliffy here today, playing the US in our final group game, and after picking up those 2 wins in those first 2 games, all we need today is a draw to see us through to the round of 16, which I think we should quite comfortably get because we absolutely destroyed, I can't even remember how to say the name properly, Malawi, that's it. We destroyed Malawi in the last game, so we're hoping that we can finish off with another win and hopefully keep another clean sheet. But today I am actually going to talk to you about the real life round of 16 games and obviously the quarterfinal matchups that they have produced. So we're going to start off first, obviously I think it's for the first time in World Cup history, is that all teams who... There was some funny stat. I think all teams who have topped their group have actually made it through. All 8 group winners have made it through to the round, to the quarterfinals. Sorry, I should say, which is quite a cool stat. You know, obviously that doesn't happen all the time. With obviously teams struggling in the group stage and then coming good towards the serious stage of the competition, I guess you would say. And Tim Howard, how good was he yesterday? He was outstanding. He was good. The saves he was making were ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. But anyway, on to that first game, which featured obviously the host, the first round of 16 game, which featured the host. Whoa, it's not a bad shot, Rusey boy. Brazil and Chile, who were a bit of the surprise package of the World Cup, but obviously Brazil getting out there on penalties just to obviously keep their dream alive of winning the World Cup on home soil. So that there is obviously still going. The next game, which was Colombia and Uruguay, which saw really James Rodriguez become even more of a star than he is. People just absolutely loving him. People love him. He's a fan favourite now, and no doubt he's going to go and get plenty of offers, I would say, in the transfer window. Monaco will be... Well, obviously Monaco are paying him a lot already, but they are going to have to obviously maybe pick it up to keep him obviously on their books. The next game, obviously France and Nigeria. This was pretty much a foregone conclusion. We all knew France were going to win this one, but the World Cup does have it does have a thing of dishing up some weird results, and you know, this is one of those games that it could have been. France could have turned up and, you know, just had an absolute crap game. They're one of those teams that are very hot, very cold, but obviously this tournament so far they have been very good, so they won 2-0. And then Germany obviously having to take it to extra time to beat Algeria, but it's not too bad, you know, it's still through, obviously. That's what people say when it is knockout football. If you get the win, you get the win. At the end of the day, that's all that matters. And then, obviously, on to the other side of the draw. In the first round of 16 game, featured the Netherlands taking on Mexico, with the Mexicans a wee bit hard done by to concede, obviously, that penalty in that space of time. But the Dutch showing that maybe this year they are the real deal. But then again, they did show that last year, and we remember that they lost in extra time in the final to the Spanish, obviously, who are now shit. Next game, Costa Rica versus the Greeks, which, you know, personally myself, I do not like watching the Greeks play. Just can't stand it. They just play boring football, just real defensive, and it's not me. So, you know, you thought this could have gone, and it could have been quite an entertaining game with how Costa Rica have been playing, obviously topping their group. But it's still alright. Obviously Costa Rica went through, and I probably prefer them to go through than the Greeks, so that sets up a pretty good quarterfinals match, obviously, with the Dutch. The Argentinians and the Swiss, bit of messy magic. Right before, obviously, full time, in extra time, saw Di Maria obviously through on goal and score that goal. And in the final game, which features one of our opponent today, the United States of America taking on Belgium, who are many people's dark horses for the tournament. Obviously that game finishing 2-1 after being 0-0 at the end of regulation time, and 2-1 at the end of extra time. Thanks to Tim Howard, as I said, he pulled out some master classes of saves. He was just incredible. Absolutely incredible. There was some stat, he broke a record for the amount of saves made in a World Cup match. So obviously well done to him, and we really need to go and start picking it up because we have just not been involved in this game at all. Pass me the ball. I need to get involved. I've done like nothing this whole half. I've just been yabbing on as I do. But obviously some very good games coming up there, and I'll just give maybe a few predictions as well. Because obviously by the time I do my next video, some of the quarterfinal games may have been. But pretty much I'm thinking that the Colombians could shock the Brazilians. I think they could. I think, they're one of those teams, they're underdogs. The pressure's not on them, the pressure's on Brazil. Brazil haven't been playing great this tournament, so I think maybe that the Colombians can go and possibly get the win on the back of maybe James Rodriguez doing something incredible again. And obviously just some of their other players as well, playing very well as a team. So look out for that. That's probably going to be my shock. The other game, the French and the Germans, that could really go either way. I mean, the Germans started off with a hiss and a roar, but they've kind of gone and fizzled out since then. Obviously just getting past Algeria. Oh, I need another drink. Obviously, just getting past Algeria in the round of 16. So, again, that could be a very, very tight game. And who knows, maybe the French, I don't want to say it, but I think maybe the French might get up over the Germans. But being the German supporter that I am, I'm hoping that Germany can go and pick up a win, move on to the semi-finals, and at the end of the day, win the whole thing. Next game, Netherlands versus Costa Rica. This is one that really could go either way. And I'm going to have to go with the Dutch just because of their experience around this time. Costa Rica, it's a fairly, what's the word I'm looking for? Unfamiliar, I guess. Damn, I hate this cough. It will not go away. I've had it for like 3 weeks. Yeah, but it's a fairly unfamiliar, I guess, territory for the... Oh, why did I shoot that? Fairly unfamiliar territory for the Costa Ricans making it to this stage of the tournament. And the Argentina and the Belgians, well, that could go either way as well. I think at the end of the day, it all depends on how Messi plays. If Messi plays well, Argentina will win. If Messi plays poorly, Argentina will lose. But saying that, the Belgium have a very good midfield, so possibly they could look at going, shutting down Messi and not giving him as much of an impact on the game. But obviously, we'll just have to wait and see what they come up with. But some very good quarterfinal games. Oh, please! Just try and run your way through, don't dribble. Some very good quarterfinal games obviously coming up, and once again, I'm very forward for a defensive midfielder. Jesus Christ, that Greece and Mali game looks good. 3-2. I think that's good for us, though, because I think Greece are bottom. So at this stage, we're obviously... Well, we're still going to go through because we've got 7 points. We're going to top, but... I don't know. Would I prefer US or Mali to go through? I don't know. But... Thomas Muller on the bench? What is this? But either way, there are some bloody good games that are coming up, so I definitely suggest you go. Get some time off work, get some time off school. I know a lot of kids in Australia already are on school holidays, and obviously kids go on holiday from next week here in New Zealand, so there's going to be a lot of happy kids and a lot of kids getting up early in the morning to watch those games, because they are going to be some humdingers. Say it right now, they are going to be some humdingers of a game. There's going to be some goodies. Oh, just get nudged off the ball like nothing. Oh, sorry. Oh. Oh. Tim Howard hasn't had to do quite as much work in this game. He's only had to save 6 shots, I think. We've only had 6 shots. It's been a pretty boring game, and to be honest, I've done nothing. Landon Donovan seems to be playing just everywhere. Royce, come on, son, lay that off. You gotta lay that off. Oh, tackle. Finally, doing something. Finally. So pretty much I am going to go and release my, obviously if I make it through this game, which I'm guessing we will make it into the round of 16, even though it has been a pretty piss poor performance from us today. I will be going and uploading that round of 16 game on the on Saturday, which obviously is the 5th. So I'm not sure if that's the day of the first. Is it? I don't know. I always get confused with the time zones and the day differences and all that stuff when it comes to sporting events. It's kind of annoying, obviously living on this side of the world, but you know, wouldn't trade it in for anything. It is a beautiful place. Oh, just gets monstered. Oh, come on, Gundogan. Lay me off the ball. Get that into the middle. Are we just going to play this out for the draw? You'd hope not. Bender. No. What are you doing? Just play it along the ground and I'll smack it into the top corner. But yeah, I'm going to be releasing that on Saturday, so make sure you obviously do tune in for that. Tune in tomorrow as I'll have my second game of the BBL with the Hobart Hurricanes. Hopefully we can go and pick up another win there as we did in our first game. And do remember, guys, if you are new to my channel, please do subscribe, and we will catch you very, very soon.